Co-Operatives!
Date night! Okay, we're going back to the library to find that secret passage. What we know.
Sam is maybe gay.
Yes, probably. She's having a lot of intimate moments with this girl, Lonnie, that she's met at school. Oh, it's another bathroom. Author magazine. We think her mom is having an affair
with this Rick guy, or she's looking to have an affair with him.
She's having marital problems with her husband, who is distant because of all of his crazy shit.
Well, I think also because he also just became a failed writer.
Yes.
So.
If I had to guess. Wait, look at the map. Touchpad. So it's, yeah, it's gonna be that top. Makes me think. Here you go. Uh-oh. Oh, God. What else did we find out?
You
don't want to look at the shit on the walls?
I mean, I do. Look, because it's all the... It's... Oh.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
Hidden compartments drowned. So there are 3 hidden compartments. Oh, like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wait, were there other notes on it? I feel like there's...
Hidden compartments. Evidence of the supernatural discovered 0.
Why is there a bunch of fashion things on the walls?
Guessing for, like, insulation? Because it...
I guess. And into the closet.
Of Mom and Dad's bedroom. That's weird. I'm closing this panel.
Interesting. Stop trying to shut the door when you're right in front of it.
Okay, so.
Okay. We have another secret in the bathroom? Yeah. It's right next to the bathroom.
Right next to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, there's a panel right there. No. You're looking right at it. That panel. There's the Ouija board. To open, turn left, turn right, pull shackle. Proper. What? Oh! Wait. Hello, who are you? Oscar, what do you want? To come back. Ooh. Can you pick up the Ouija board? I guess you really can't play it. Go, look at that note again. No, I'm sorry. The one you picked up and put in your inventory. Hit L1. So the first number is 0.
Yeah. I have a feeling before we can continue on,
we'll need to know what's in Sam's locker.
Alright, so.
Downstairs were the other 2 panels, I believe. Alright.
For somebody who's missing your sister, you're moving very slowly.
Yeah, right?
Alright, 1 right in the foyer and 1 by...
yeah, it's right as you turn right. That one right there. And we found the other half of the locker. What? 051. Heaven at the Edge of the World. The Green Glacier, Part 2. Samantha Greenbrier, 9th grade.
92. Allegra and her scouting party peered down warily through the dense canopy of rustling leaves from their perch in the high forest branches. Mere feet away, sunlight shone brightly off the inner ice walls of the glacial basin which the forest grew. It was a strange sight indeed, its lushness juxtaposed with the frigid ice formations. Allegra leapt forward without hesitation, bounding through the high branches. The first mate had been captured by the Green Glacier's Amazonian tribe. His life hung in the balance. Whoa. Okay, so if you remember in the story, it was her. This is a his. The her came after this story. So,
well, this was 92. Did we have a date on the one before?
I believe it was like a 90.
Well, when we go back there, I'd be
we'll
curious to check.
But I do believe it came after.
Because I remember even in the second grade one, the first mate was a he.
Yeah. Allegra landed in the clearing and shouted, "Stop!" She saw the Queen Amazonian up on her pedestal, reaching the lever that would drop her first mate into the vat below. She shouted, "No!" and flung her saber at the Amazon's reaching hands, but it was too late. The first mate screamed as he fell towards the water, then splashed down, and all was eerily silent. Allegra looked on, frozen in fear and remorse. She'd been a moment too late. But then, from the vat, something began to emerge, a head of dark brown hair, just like the first mate's, then shoulders and sleeves of his coat soaking wet. But as the figure stood, the water poured down. Allegra saw that the first mate had changed. He was no longer a man at all. In fact, when he looked back at her were the eyes, the face, the hair, and the hands and the body of a woman, still in the first mate's clothes. Still the first mate. She spoke in a soft, clear voice. "Captain." The Amazonian queen said, "She is one of us now. She is ours." Allegra drew her magical flintlock pistols from her belt, and her crew readied their swords. Allegra said, "That's the love of my life, and you can't have her." Well.
Alright, let's find that final panel before we go back upstairs. Where is it?
It's in the
Dad's
library.
office. Actually, no, I think it's right there to your left.
Library, Ben. I think it might be in the library.
Check it just in case. Okay. Alright. What's in the final panel? I bet you... Yeah. The Misfits. This one just seems like a little tease. Saturday, October 29th. Special guest Maidenhead. Stygian, yeah. Is there a back part of it, or is that it? Yeah, because even that's the Misfits symbol, but feminized.
At Todd's brother's place after the show, there was only a futon to sleep on, so Lonnie and I shared it. The lights went out. I was turned toward her. My eyes started to adjust, and then I could see she was looking at me, too. In the dark, she smiled. My heart was beating so fast. I rolled over. I felt so, I don't know, nervous. After a minute, she put her arm around me and was so close and whispered in my ear, "I really like you." I just nodded my head, and I really hoped she could tell. I really hoped that she meant what I think she did. I felt like a shook-up can of soda ever since. I hope we have the chance to talk before I explode.
Okay. I'm afraid it's going to open up another journal and...
Basement
Lonnie
key.
came over today, but everything was different. She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me. Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think. But I said no. There was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say... But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
Oh.
Oh, Shannon Doherty. Is there anything in the cigarette?
Stolen clothes, look.
Oh, yeah. Is there anything in the cigarette pack? Okay.
Okay. Let's go back and look at the story.
Crouch down. Does not have a date.
But I'm guessing it came after.
Yeah, well, yeah, now that we have a female. This game seems pretty strategically placed. Like, you'll find this, then you'll find this, then you'll find this.
Yeah.
So everything's kind of in chronological order. Alright, so now we have to go back to the basement, which is downstairs.
Hey, it's the way the story is placed out though. It's really, really great because it's just what
I'm just laughing at you closing every goddamn door.
I'm being polite, Ben. That's not it. I am being polite.
Oh man. Haven't you people ever heard of closing the goddamn door?
And I chime in with the haven't you people ever heard of closing the goddamn door. You're way out of tune, my dude.
I don't even try, dick.
Alright, basement.
I figured there'd be something more to opening a locked door, but I guess not. Alright.
What'd you expect? A
Why
cheery
would you?
jingle?
Ugh.
What?
I don't know. You're going into a cobwebby basement. I would leave the door open.
I don't think this is a horror story,
I
man.
know. But they are talking about supernatural shit. Oh.
Oh, that's really cute.
It's different now.
Oh,
I
we're really
mean, we
racking
still
up these
hang out all
girls.
the time like before. But now when no one else is around, well, you know, so you could say we're dating. But it's secret. Secret dating? I don't know. I mean, I guess that's the real difference. Now when we get off the phone or go home for the night, or it's just quiet and we're alone, we say I love you.
Oh. What's this? I would like to quarterly thank you for having me at both for Thanksgiving holiday with your lovely family. I enjoyed the flavorful potatoes. Also, it was weird being around your parents for that long, but it was pretty funny how impossible it is for your dad not to be awkward for more than 30 seconds at a time. Very cordially yours, your closest friends and confidant, Lonnie D.
A fancy man.
Quite. Dear Miss Soto, allow me to take this opportunity to thank you in kind for being such a gracious host of the festivities for your father's estate following the aforementioned meal of my parents. Your family's Thanksgiving feast was the more enjoyable of the two events, I must say. I especially appreciated the time I spent with your grandmother, who was a lovely woman with sterling taste and refined air. Let's do it. God damn it. Let's do it again the same time next year, indeed. Madame Samantha Greenbrier, Esquire. Okay, so let's see if they spent the holidays together. But some part of me says that probably didn't. Oh, Katie's plaque. What's this? Oh no! What are the old sex eds?
Wait, what's on page 2? Oh, God. You are,
It's the same one.
It's the same one, and you just happen to,
Do it correctly.
Yeah.
Well, I still like Sam's version a lot better.
And you got a check plus.
Damn, that is an old furnace.
Yep.
A water
man,
heater.
I don't think I've ever been in a house with a furnace like that.
Oh, what's this?
Read that.
Oh, Reed College! Dear Samantha, congratulations. I am pleased to inform you of your admission to the creative writing track of the Reed College Summer Program for Youth Scholars for its 1995 session. We believe you have much to contribute to the Reed College community based on your portfolio and academic record. I am also pleased to offer you financial aid to cover 75% of the summer program's tuition and fees.
Man, the 90s, am I right?
Yeah. Attached documents
Delineate
your schedule, optional secondary track. God,
Quit.
I'm so stupid sometimes.
shut up,
I
Ben.
was telling Lonnie that I got into my college summer program thing, and I was all making plans like, you should come visit me, stay in my dorm room. But she said, Sam, I ship out on June 6th. I was like, ship out? To where? She said, to basic training. What did you think I was doing all that ROTC stuff for? I guess she's been planning to join the army right after high school since she was like 12. And I guess she's really going to do it. So I was like, after graduation, I'm just never going to see you again? She said, let's just have fun while we can.
Shut up, Ben. Joyce, a complete understanding. So one of
Richard Greenbrier.
grandfather's books.
Oh, got it. Why is
Oh,
his face cut out, though?
I don't know.
What's in the... There's a slip. Oh, man. What's the book? Accidental Savior?
Thank you for sending along a copy of your newly published book. An author's first published manuscript is a momentous occasion. I read this afternoon. I simply recognize my son in the subject matter. An author's work is the externalization of that which he holds dear and which he fears. And in this respect, I believe your work was successful. But in the lens through which personal Sean was needlessly clouded by genre cliches and implausible dime store science fiction, Deus Machina. I congratulate you on surviving the great ordeal of its publication, and rest assured that the leaders of your chosen genre will lap up the copies hungrily. But I urge you to shed artifice. You can do better. What the fuck,
Wow.
man?
Alright, there's another thing. Well. Fuck the binders. What's that?
That's mom's citizenship stuff.
Highlight it. There we go.
Canada. She's from
Okay,
Canada.
Canada. I was like, where is she from? Okay. Alright, now grab that news clipper. So that's Pharmacy Soda Fountain welcomes Boone County youngsters.
March 1959, the cheeks of Goodbell High School students were rosy today as each and every last one stepped up to the newly christened soda fountain in Oscar Mason's pharmacy downtown. Following many months of renovations, including a brand new dispenser to mix fizzy water with any number of flavored syrups, a glass-topped ice cream case from which to scoop to the heart's delight, Mr. Mason, a long, well-loved fixture of Main Street, looked overjoyed to welcome the throng of young people. Oh, is this Cherry Greenbrier was the first person to get an ice cream?
Nephew of Mr. Yeah. It's interesting to think about that. Like pharmacy, the idea of pharmacy used to be like convenience store, where you would get like medicine and stuff, but like you'd get soda there, you get candy there, or they would call it pop. Oh. Girl
Scout, the band formerly known as Cub Scouts. Role model, authority, main squeeze, telling story, first mate, self, Girl Scouts denial.
Todd's band lost their singer. Todd said he sucked. Lonnie said he got sick of Todd's shit, and he was complaining about needing a new singer. So Lonnie was like, I can sing. And they were all kind of like, you can? And she was like, probably. But she's been rehearsing with them for like a week now. And I finally got to see them play in Todd's basement today. And she's actually really amazing. I feel so proud when she's on stage. It's incredible being in awe of someone you love. So everybody knows it's like a temporary situation till she ships out in June. But till then, I'm gonna be at every single show.
Alright. Soon we'll find jewelry, heart pendant. Okay, so what we saw earlier in the catalog. Wow, $80.
Just a lot. Let's see the letter.
Yep.
Mexico.
Huh. Oh, God.
Ex fly mosca. Tapacoros. Rayo del sol. Tu amor. I'm so happy you liked the drawing. I was thinking of us when I drew it. I knew you'd be able to tell. You'd love Mexico, I think, probably. The nature here is totally different than back home. I keep thinking about Allegra and the first mate get lost on a mysterious island where even the plants are out to get them. And then I think of them together out there in the wilderness together. And I start thinking of you again. I lie here in bed. I almost feel you. I've been trying to save it for when we were together again. I haven't done a good job, okay? But I tried. Okay, enough about that. Your last letter got me the day before we started driving back north. We'll be racing this letter home. If I get home first, we can read it together. And yes, I'm taking tons of photos. We'll have to spend so much time in the dark room. 2 more, Lonnie.
And anything in the trash? Ah, the first time there's nothing in the trash.
There's a slip.
I don't think he'll get it. I feel like it's too far out. Oh!
It's like a drug. The first time in my room in the middle of the night, I woke up and Lonnie was kissing me. The clock said 3:13. Her face was a spectral in its dim red light. Wait!
Wow. Wow. I'm gonna have to review the footage to see if I can read the rest of it. Pick up the cassette.
Oh, the cassette's over here, right?
Yep. So I'm curious what it said. Self.
Okay, so I'm guessing this is the entire set list of...
Yep. What's it? Where? Uh-oh, another save.
Okay, so the kitchen... Oh, I don't know the safe number to this.
Not yet, we don't. Wait, look back behind you at the,
Hold on.
Okay. I just want to see if there's anything marked on here that... Okay, there is it. Alright. Go to the door. No, not that one, not that one. There.
But there was more to explore back there.
Yeah, but there's more to explore here, too. Oh, great. That's just wood. Grab toy. Ah, one of those old horses that every kid in the 1950s had. Get rid of it! What are you doing?
I didn't know if there was something written on it.
Yeah, I think that might be it. Oh! What?
23. 1923! But the, Prohibition!
Ah. Uh-huh. But that's it in here. Grab the lid. What is that? Looks like a tin.
Oh, where you put the plants in the ash tin where you put the plants in. Do you remember?
No.
Your grandparents ever had that?
Not that I'm aware of.
My grandma did.
Oh, scrap. Postcard.
Right in this route of Multnomah Falls. I'm here on a stupid class trip, but it's stupid because it's March, and I don't know if anyone's running the school has been to Oregon, but it's cold and rainy as shit in March. Wish you were here. Oh wait, you are here because I'm writing this to you in the gift shop. Oh shit, here you come, L.
That's funny. Wait, there's a thing.
They tell you to stick with the group on field trips.
There's another note.
There's a reason for that.
It's the same thing.
Lauren and I snuck off on the side paths at Multnomah Falls and got a little lost. Okay, a lot lost. Like, for hours. Right before the bus left, we found a trail and came running down the path, soaked and covered in mud, shouting for the bus not to leave. The school called home. Mom and Dad said, "You didn't get into trouble like this before you met that Lonnie girl." But I don't think they know about us.
Oh no.
Kids at school, though, I'm really afraid that's a whole other story. Stick with the group, Katie. Stick with the group.
Kids are dicks. But shoppers of Main Street were surprised at an announcement of Massan's Pharmacy would change ownership for the first time since it opened 10 years ago. Rumors swirled that the sudden sale of the pharmacy was transacted for a song. When asked about the speculation that the deal had been signed for as little as $1, Mr. Samuel Onstein, Oscar Mason's longtime assistant and now proprietor of Mason's pharmacy, told the register the specifics were made between myself and Mr. Mason. Mr. Mason had taken sick and was unavailable for comment. Sounds like he might have gotten screwed.
Or blackmailed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where does this go? That
I
freaked me
feel
out for a
like
second.
we...
What?
What?
Servants' quarters.
That's where she was saying, because if you look down,
Yeah.
there was bells. But we haven't found the safe combination yet for the downstairs safe.
Well, where does this go first?
Let's see.
Where the fuck?
Okay.
Dear Miss Greenbrier, this is for senior high school. Okay.
Yeah.
For the time and effort you put in writing your letter, it showed initiative as well as and was well written, but it does not change my mind on the matter. Well, I understand that Miss DeSoto is a friend of yours. The fact of the matter is she's defaced school property with profanity. The fact that she allegedly defaced her own locker in retaliation for another student doing the same to yours is immaterial. As to your complaint that no other student has been punished for their part in this incident, the fact is that no guilty party has come forward, and there's been no convincing evidence as to who might have defaced your locker. In other words, there is no one to punish. I would suggest letting this issue drop, as it will only bring more unwanted attention on yourself, which I believe is what you claim began this whole incident in the first place. Principal Sheldon Grossman.
Wow.
I don't get Lonnie sometimes. Like, her band, and our zine, and her hair, and everything are all anti-authority. But I watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect formation, following orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the army and then have to lie about who she is. She said they don't need to know what they don't need to know. Like it was no big deal. This from the girl who trashed her locker to, like, defend my honor. I've learned when to stop arguing, though. I don't think Lonnie even gets Lonnie sometimes.
Kicking against the patriarchy. Heard enough? Captain A, Revolution Girl. What was that thing on the desk? Nope. Desk. Behind you. Huh. Aha! More cassette players. Tapes. This one is Heavens to Betsy. Terrorists. I thought that was the... That's a lie to mom and dad situation, but it's so worth it. The girls would say we're just so loud and real. Oh. The cool stuff about being the Psycho House girl. Cool thing number one, everybody in the hall thinking you don't know, they're looking at you and whispering as they walk past because I guess they haven't heard of Peripheral. Costumes, skeletons, the devil's cheerleaders from the Smells Like Teen Spirit video. One girl dressed as Jackie Kennedy. Well, we will continue to figure out what's going on in this basement next time on
Co-Operatives Date Night.